Hi everyone, this is Howie Mill Guy here, and today, as promised, we are going to do another flight. This time it's going to be from St. Louis Lambert International Airport to Southwest Florida International Airport. Should be roughly 2 hours, and today we are doing it by the book because now I have FS2 Crew finally installed. So,
The thrust. Anti-ice will be off. Standard reject actions to V1 as briefed. From V1, or if the call is continue, I will continue the takeoff as per the standard company procedures. The engine out procedure today is as per the chart. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. Okay, all going well, the departure routing will be via the ATC assigned SID, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. No noise abatement procedures required. Any questions, comments, or concerns? No questions. Departure brief complete.
So there's the departure brief. Now get the safety inspection checklist and before start checklist to the line.
Safety inspection checklist and before start checklist to the line. Safety inspection checklist. Surfaces and chocks. Checked.
Check.
Maintenance status. Checked.
Check.
Battery.
On.
Electrical hydraulic pumps. On. Landing gear lever. Down. Ship's library. Checked. Safety inspection checklist completed. Before start checklist to the line. IRS mode selectors.
On.
NAF.
NAF.
Gear pins. 1, 2, 3 removed. Probe covers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 removed. Light test. Checked. Oxygen. Tested 100%. Tested 100%. Yaw damper. On. NAF transfer and display switches. Normal auto. Fuel. 1,9,4,6,1 pounds. Required. 1,9,4,6,1 pounds. On board. Pumps on. Cabin utility IFE galley power. On. Emergency exit lights. Armed. Fasten belts. On. Fasten belts. On. Window heat. On. Air conditioning and pressurization. Packs off, bleeds on set. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Instruments. Cross-checked. Auto brake. RTO. Hydraulics. Normal. Speed brake. Down detent. Parking brake. Set. Parking brake. Set. Stabilizer trim cutout normal. Wheel well fire warning. Checked. Radios, radar, and transponder. Set and standby. Rudder and aileron trims. Free and 0. Takeoff briefing. Discussed. PA. Complete. FMC and CDU. Set. N1 and indicated airspeed bugs. Auto. Full. 1, 4, 3, 1, 4, 5, 1, 5, 0. Set. Stabilizer trim. 4.0 units. Set. Performance weight and balance. Signed and sent. Signed and sent. Phones. Off. Off. Electronic flight bag. Airplane mode and stowed. Airplane mode and stowed. Flight deck windows and cockpit door. Locked. Doors. Closed. Doors.
Now this is where I should start loading my passengers. So, just get them set. And while we are doing this, I'm also going to set my pressure 3010. It's a real quick set. Let's get the APU on. APU bleed on. Start it up.
Boarding requested. Crew boarding starting. Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
And today we are taking along 169 passengers.
Closed. Passengers. Seated. Before start checklist to the line completed. Before start checklist below the line. Before start checklist below the line. Air conditioning packs. Off. Anti-collision light. On. Parking brake. Set. Transponder. Alt off. Before start checklist below the line completed. Start sequences 2, then 1. Check.
Hello, Captain. We are ready
ready for departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear. Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will. Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Flight controls check. Ready. Full left. Full right. Center. Full up. Full down. Center. Rudder. Full left. Full right. Center. Flight controls check complete. Before taxi checklist.
Unlocking gear.
Before taxi checklist. Generators. On. APU.
Tow truck disconnected.
Off. Start
Bypass
switches.
pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Continuous. Probe heat. On. Anti-ice. Off. Air conditioning. PAX auto bleeds on. Isolation valve. Auto. Flaps. 5. Required. 0. Selected. Green light. Stabilizer trim. 4.0 units. Required. 4.0 units. Set. Start levers. Idle detent. Flight controls. Checked. Recall. Checked. Before taxi checklist completed. Clear left. Clear right. Config check. Before takeoff checklist to the line. Before takeoff checklist to the line. Config. Check. Flaps. 5. 5. Green light. Stabilizer trim. 4.0 units. Set. Takeoff briefing. PAX auto bleeds on. Speed 1. 4. 3. 1. 4. 5. 1. 5. 0. Set. Stop altitude is. Flight level 3. 6. 0. Reviewed. Holding at cabin. Cabin. Secure. Before takeoff checklist to the line completed. Approach is clear on the left. Approach is clear on the right. Stand by. Before takeoff checklist below the line. Before takeoff checklist below the line. MCP. Cabin crew, seats for departure. Set. Transponder. TARA. Strobe lights. On. Holding at landing lights. Set takeoff thrust. Takeoff thrust set. Indications normal. $80 knots. Checked. V1. Rotate. LNAV. LNAV. Command A. After takeoff checklist. Air conditioning and pressurization. 2.1. Set. Altimeters. Passing. 6018 feet. QNH. 3010. After takeoff checklist completed. Happy to release the cabin crew? Altimeters. Climbing. 10,000 feet. 10 checks. 10 checks. Fuel. 6. Pumps on. Lights. APU. Air conditioning and pressurization. 4.0. Fasten belts. Happy to release the cabin? Recall. Monitor 121.50 on VHF2. Yes, please.
Portable electronic devices may now be used, with the exception of TVs, radios, two-way transmitters, or any other device in a transmit mode, as these devices may interfere with the aircraft's communication and navigation systems.
Set standard. 1 to go. Check.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we'll begin our meal service for the flight. Please refer to the menu given to you on boarding for the 2 meal choices and your beverage choices available. We request that you keep the aisles clear to assist the flight attendants to serve you efficiently and also for your own safety. Thank you.
I have control. You have control. Descent checklist. Descent checklist. Pressurization. Are you ready for the approach brief? Okay. The arrival routing will be by the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning a flaps 30 landing. Final approach fix altitude is 1,500 feet. Decision altitude is 227 feet. Missed approach altitude is 1,000 feet. Taxi route in will be as assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. We'll use the APU, but please delay the start until my command, as we have a long taxi in. The current weather poses a threat. We won't rush any procedures today. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns? No questions. Approach brief complete. I have control. You have control.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to start Party 6. That's right. Let's make sure that you have those tray tables and stored, your seat backs and the board in their right position. We should be in Southwest Florida International here very shortly. Thank you for flying Southwest Airlines, and you all have yourself an amazing day.
Descent checklist. Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude. 50. Set. Anti-ice. Off. Approach briefing and fuel. Discussed. Indicated airspeed and altimeter bugs. VREF 148. Minimums 227 feet. Checked and set. Descent checklist completed. Set QNH 2996. Passing flight level 171. No flags. Standby altimeter set. Checked. Seatbelt on. One to go. Check. Altimeters. Descending 10,000 feet. 10 checks. 10 checks. Cabin crew 10 minutes to landing. Fuel 4. Pumps on. Lights. Angle of bank. Air conditioning and pressurization 3.6. Fasten belts. Recall 121.50 deselected.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be arriving at our destination shortly. If you are making a connection to another flight, please see the customer service agent meeting this flight or video monitors inside the terminal for connecting gate information. For your continued safety, flight attendants will now walk through the cabin to secure it for landing. We'll be collecting all service items, newspapers, and any other items you wish to discard or may not be taking off the aircraft with you. Also, in preparation for landing, please turn off all electronic devices. Stow these devices and all other carry-on items. Please use caution when opening overhead bins as items may have shifted during our flight. Please stow your tray tables and return your seats to their upright position and check the security of your seat belts. We will be landing shortly. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their upright position. Make sure your seat belt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in front of you or an overhead bin. Please turn off all electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate. Thank you.
One to go. Check. Frisk. Frequencies 1, 1, 1, decimal, 5, 0. Rings runway 0, 6, 10. Miles. Idents 1, 1, 1, 5, 0, and 1, 1, 1, 5, 0. Standby instruments set. Courses 0, 5, 8, and 0, 5, 8. Set and cross-check. Approach aids. Checked and set. Approach checklist completed. Flaps 1. Speed checked. Flaps 5. Flaps 1. Cabin crew, seats for landing. Speed checked. Flaps 5. Gear down. Flaps 15. Gear down. Speed checked. Flaps 15. Speed brake up. Flaps 30. Speed checked. Flaps 30. Landing checklist to flaps. Landing checklist to flaps. Start switches. Continuous. Recall. Checked. Speed brake. Armed. Green light. Landing gear. Down 3 green. Auto brake. 2. Set. Flaps. Complete the checklist. Flaps. 30. 30. Green light. Holding at landing lights. 500 feet. Checked. Minimums. Continue. Manual braking. Auto brake disarmed. Speed brake up. Reversers normal. 4, 1%. 100 knots. Checked. 80 knots. Checked. 60 knots. Checked. You can clean up. Roger.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of our flight. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft is parked safely at the gate. This will be your indication it is safe to move about the cabin, gather your belongings, and disembark. We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate your business and hope to see you again on a future flight.
This is the captain speaking. I would like to thank you all for flying with us today here at Southwest Airlines. I hope that this flight has been as great for you as it has been for me. And yeah, I'll see you next time here at Southwest Airlines.
Hold on, we don't have a power source.
Alright, so for all of you watching on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, please, if you like this kind of content, comment down below, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that way you can keep up to date with what new videos I have coming out. Because I'm going to be coming out with a lot of new videos, primarily focused on all sorts of different types of games. So thank you for joining me on this one, and until next time, love you guys. Howard Mill Guy out.